Hello everyone, welcome to my latest video. Now this has been a topic I've wanted to talk about for a very long time, and that is Oppenheimer did not lose. In the Barbenheimer competition, both Oppenheimer and Barbie won. Alright, looking at social media, and a lot of people are saying that Barbie won and Oppenheimer lost because Barbie earned much more money. It earned like 150 or 155 million dollars, and Oppenheimer made about $80 million in the opening weekend. By the way, $80 million for a rated R film is a huge W. It's a huge win. Let me just make that clear first. I mean, look at the average for R-rated films. If I'm not wrong, it's only about like $40 million in the opening weekend. That's like the average for R-rated films. R-rated film that made the most money in the opening weekend is Deadpool, and that made like $130 million around there only. So $80 million is an excellent opening weekend. It's a huge win for Oppenheimer. And I'm not gonna, again, Barbie too. Barbie earned a lot of money, and I think the biggest strength with Barbie is the marketing. The marketing genius that went behind Barbie is absolutely brilliant. The way they marketed the film attracted a lot of people to watch the film, and yes, you know the box office result. For $145 million, it earned about $155 million in the opening weekend, which is a huge win, by the way. Also, at first I thought it was a $100 million budget, but now people are telling me it's a $145 million budget, which really shocked me. Like, oh my goodness, I didn't know that. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about. Then let's talk about Oppenheimer specifically, because I've made it very clear on my post that I prefer Oppenheimer much more than Barbie. Mainly because I'm the type of person who likes gritty, dark things, films that take themselves seriously, because it shows that the filmmaker takes this film seriously. So if the filmmaker takes it seriously, it's easier for the audience to take it seriously too, and not just a joke. I'm not really a fan of films that take themselves as a joke, really. And okay, Barbie is mainly a comedy, but again, there's a couple of serious moments, themes like what it means to be a human, what it means to be a person, and really themes like that. And I just like those themes as well. So I'm not going to say Barbie was bad. I think it's a pretty good film, and if you're going in for a laugh, if you want to laugh in the theater, you want to have fun, because there's a lot of dark themed shows and movies that have been coming out recently, Barbie is a good movie to check out. I think it has a lot of fun to it. But although it has a PG-13 rating, I wouldn't recommend young kids. And here's the thing about the box office as well. Despite the fact that Oppenheimer made much lesser money than Barbie, by the way, still both winners, I think that as the weeks progresses, Barbie might have a large decrease in the second weekend box office. What I mean is, so now it has like, we are only talking about domestic right now, by the way. So now it has like 155 million around there in the opening weekend. And what happens to films is that in the second weekend, they usually drop. Sometimes it's like a drastic drop, and sometimes it's a small drop. Like Joker had a very small drop from the first to the second weekend. I can remember it very clearly because of the word of mouth that have been going out with this film. Barbie, I think, is going to have a huge drop because, again, it's a marketing genius film. The way the film is being marketed and the certain things in the film really did not match up with each other. Like, okay, so the trailer put it out like this comedy film that's meant for females mostly, but for people of different ages. That's why it's PG-13. But coming to the film, right? The film is definitely not meant for young children, in my opinion. And I think now there's like a hate going on for this film because people didn't expect this much feminism in the film as well, and feminism is a huge part in this film. So I think over the weekend you're going to see a huge decrease in you're going to see a huge number in the percentage decrease in the box office from weekend to weekend for Barbie. Whereas for Oppenheimer, I think the drop is going to be very small, like how Joker was. I think Oppenheimer is going to be something very similar to Joker, where both are R-rated films, but I think both films, the thing that the common thing about them is that both are going to have a small drop over the weekend, because I think word of mouth has been going out with Oppenheimer that it's a great film. It shares a lot it shows a lot of themes in the film, like a lot of dark themes which are even relevant today despite being a historical drama. And yes, as somebody who has seen both Barbie and Oppenheimer, I think Oppenheimer is incredible. Barbie is amazing, but Oppenheimer is really, really incredible. Definitely go check the film out. And again, I can see that Oppenheimer is not a film made for everyone because there's a lot of dialogue going in here, and there isn't like action, a lot of action. And I know there are a lot of people who are into action. And again, this film doesn't have a lot of action, so I can see a lot of people being disappointed with this film. But if you like good storytelling, like put the action to one side, believable characters, complex characters, good storytelling, then this is the film for you. Definitely go check this film out. It's really incredible. And stories that really represent themes, very mature themes. This is definitely the film for you. This is a adult drama that's very dark as well. And yes, Christopher Nolan is one of my absolute favorite directors, so I'm really hoping as well that this film does better. Like, again, now it's already doing excellent, alright, but I wish it could do much better. I want it to go to 800 million, because now I'm seeing that it could end up between like 600-700 million the way it's going. I want it to go to 800 million, and it's not impossible, it's possible. Joker 2 had a very similar opening weekend, and it made the billion, and it went to the $1 billion club. So I really wish this film, really, it is a must watch for everyone. I would say it's really important. It's one of the most important films that's come out in the last decade, I would even say, with the themes it's talking about. And let's talk about the other films outside of Oppenheimer and Barbie. Again, Barbie, I think it's going to have a huge decrease from the first to the second weekend box office and going on to the third, because again, there's been a hate already because it's not what people expected from the trailer. So there's been a lot of disappointment recently. Yes, and I want to look at other films as well. Sound of Freedom earned like $20 million this weekend. It made even more money than Mission Impossible 7 this weekend, which is really surprising. I haven't seen the film yet, but I've been told it's a really great film. Maybe I'll check it out in the future. But really, great stuff. Sound of Freedom is doing excellent at the box office. Then there is Mission Impossible 7, which, as much as I want this film to do much better, it doesn't seem to be doing much better. Please, if you haven't seen this film, go and watch this film in the theaters. It's excellent. It's a must watch in theaters. Please just go watch this film in theaters. I think it's incredible. Tom Cruise, I think he's one of the few remaining big stars in Hollywood who actually does stunts for real. And yes, please go watch this film in theaters. Let's support Tom Cruise. We want more movies like this, right? So let's support movies like this. Other great films. Insidious has been doing great in the box office. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen any of the Insidious films yet. I might have to check those out soon. This weekend has been great at the box office. Like, I remember previously I made a video about why so many films are flopping in the box office recently this year. Now with Barbenheimer, these two films are doing excellent at the box office, and they'll continue to do excellent at the box office. And I wish we would see more times like this where two films of different types, one is a comedy, the other is really a serious human drama. I wish Hollywood would do more of that. Two different type of films coming out on the same day. I think it might really work. I think this might be a strategy that really works, but maybe it only works for once. And maybe as the time progresses and as they use it more and more, it will definitely work lesser and lesser. But then again, it's working right now, so let's see how it goes. And there's a writers and actors strike going on in Hollywood as well, so that's another big problem Hollywood has to go through now. Just listen to your actors and writers, give them what they want, like literally Hollywood. What's so difficult about that? Like these guys, Netflix especially, and Bob Iger, Disney Plus, they have been really stingy to their writers. That's for sure. And look, I understand the entertainment industry is not the best industry to work at. I understand that completely, but seriously, give them what they want, man. And there's such a great time at the box office right now. I hope this continues for the rest of the year. We can see some good box office, but I predict that there'll be lesser films coming out soon because of the writers and the actors strike going on in Hollywood. And yes, other than that, that's all I have. Both Oppenheimer and Barbie won at the box office, okay? Both of them. Not just Barbie, but both of them. It's a huge win. Like, for an R-rated film, $80 million is damn straight good. I'm telling you that right now. It's I think like top 10 or top 12th opening weekend for an R-rated film of all time. So that's really damn good. And other than that, I have nothing else. If you like this video, click the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe to my channel. And see you next time. You guys are always the best. Thanks for watching.